Well, joining us now on the significance of the International Youth Day is Solomon Adodo. He's the President, National Youth Council of Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. Adodo, for being on the news tonight. Thank
you very much for having me. Good evening, Nigerians.
I mean, it is right to say Happy International Youth Day, yeah. Even though the challenges never end. There's a long list of wishes.
Would you still consider yourself a youth?
At heart. Okay, you said that. But Mr. Adodo, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Looking at the theme of today, and you have told me behind camera that you had events today, but let me ask you around the theme of today. Are you able to convince young people in Nigeria that the Sustainable Development Goals, 17 of them, are actually practicable and they are not just some lofty United Nations ideas? Are they able to relate with the Sustainable Development Goals? Is it even a reality for the Nigerian youth today?
Yes, the Sustainable Development Goals, we look at it in the context of global happenings. And it's practicable anywhere in the world where humans are. All the goals, if we choose to achieve them, we can achieve them from 1 to 17. But more importantly, we need to look at the aspect of partnership, which is captured in Goal 17, and that's one area we need to harp on as the youth. All the goals to be attained, we need to hinge on partnership. Partnership between the youth and the government, partnership with the youth and the private sector, partnership between the youth and international development partners. Now, why do we need to wake up as young Nigerians? The government has roles to play, but the mistake we've always made is to lump everything at the feet of the government, and then when the government fails, we blame the government. But it should be a lively engagement, an engagement where the government comes midway and the youth come midway. An engagement where the youth are willing to, despite the pains we face. Of course, we are faced with challenges. Nobody is feeling ignorance or playing the ostrich, that we do not have challenges. They are there. Everybody. Even ministers have relatives that might not be employed yet. So, but beyond all of these things, are we going to look this way or that way? Are we beginning to talk at the government and say, oh, let's burn down the country, or let's build together, let's reason out, let's partner together? What do we have? If we have challenges 1 to 100, what solutions do we have? Do we have solutions 1 to 23? Can we understand with each other? Can we call the government? Okay, government, you play 1 to 23. Private sector, you play 24 to 37. And then international development partners, you play 37 to maybe 53. And then let's solve the first lump of problems and go on to the next. So all of these things are achievable, but first we must begin from the crucible of partnership.
Right, very well put. Local youth actions for the SDGs and beyond. We heard from the Youth Development Minister, Ayodele Olawande, saying that the youth should be in the driver's seat of realizing the 2030 deadline of SDGs. But are the youth, the Nigerian youth, is he well equipped, or better still, how should he be equipped in a way that he can actually lead the charge?
Yes, you asked two questions. First, are the Nigerian youth well equipped? We can say Kamsi Kamsa, 50-50, partially through. We cannot say we are fully equipped or well equipped. The equipment has just begun. If you look at the highlights of what the minister said, the NIA, the Academy for the Youth, Investment Academy, and the other programs of government, you see that this government is now on its toes, working round the clock. And the president is not claiming perfection, but what the president is saying, and also calling on all other stakeholders. When I say stakeholders in government, because the government is a whole, the president is the head, and everybody in government has to function in synergy. Oh, understand with me, all of you ministers, all hands must be on deck. State governors, Nigeria is not an entity in isolation. It is the states that constitute the nation.
Right.
Our states should be productivity centers. Our local governments, our rural communities should not just be forlorn and forsaken. They should be areas of productivity. And that informs the reason why Mr. President pushed for the establishment of the development commissions so that development can be driven to the grassroots. So we are not fully equipped yet, and Mr. President knows this very well. And so he has rolled up his sleeves, but beyond rolling up his sleeves, he's also telling the youth, I have confidence in you. I see you as partners in the quest for a new Nigeria, for a greater Nigeria. A Nigeria that can be in the front lines of countries when we talk about actualizing the SDGs on all fronts.
Well, very quickly before we go, there's a saying that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. Some say they should be the drivers of the now. A survey I came across put high cost of living and job unemployment as the highest concerns for Nigerian youths. I mean, from your vantage point of view as the president of the Nigerian Youth Council, what would you say is the most important things that the governments, and I say governments as the federal, state, and local, need to do on a day like this that we're celebrating Nigerian youths?
Now, beyond a day like this, there needs to be a very strong and firm commitment. Apart from the good intentions of the president, and he has demonstrated it in action, all the agencies of government should be on their toes, because most of the agencies of government are still lagging behind. If they follow through with Mr. President's vision, burning as it is in his heart, I tell you, we can march on at an accelerated pace to tackle the issues of unemployment, to tackle the issues of hunger and poverty. And there are quite a number of these things ongoing already. Now, there also needs to be that partnership between the government and the private sector. Thankfully, when the youth arise and are determined, first of all, we the youth need to be determined. We should not just sit and wait. We should not also only be looking at the unidirectional approach of protest. We should also look at how to bring things in. Fortunately for us at the National Youth Council of Nigeria, some private sector individuals looked at us and said, oh, we would like to partner with you. Just be honest. Just be patriotic. Just be sincere. Do not embezzle what we want to bring in.
Okay.
The chief executive of Gabros has said they will bring in funds for us to support youth enterprises. He has also said that they will bring in more investors. That's our National Board of Patrons chairman. He said he will also bring in more investors that will come in and work with the youth, support the youth. We all just need to be sincere and patriotic.
Solomon Adodo, well, the most fundamental thing is to ensure that the Nigerian youth, see themselves as stakeholders in the Nigerian project, and that they do have a future in the country. Solomon Adodo, President, National Youth Council of Nigeria, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.